people of EdgeGamers. I'm Hero, and today I'll be interviewing December, one of our media team managers. Let's get started with our first question. How did you find out about EdgeGamers, and what made you want to join?
I actually came over with the transfer from PG. I joined PG back in 2016, and then when EGO merged with PG, I transferred over, went inactive for a little bit because I moved to Korea, and then joined media team again.
That's nice. Yeah, I joined media because, I felt interested. I felt like I wanted to get into the community a little bit more, and yeah. All
Me
right,
like,
well,
well, media team has always been my favorite, even back in PG, because I joined media team in PG within a week of joining, and I in turn became the art advisor in PG, and then I stepped down due to health reasons. And then when I transferred, I rejoined MT, took a break to move, then rejoined again. And so it's always been like my division that I've always been a part of. Like it's always been my main spot.
yeah, I've been sitting in the CS:GO division for quite a while. I kind of really just got into Edge Gamers through CS:GO, but I joined media just so I could relax a little bit and step away for a bit. All right, well, I guess let's head on to the second question. Why'd you choose December as your username? Is there any meaning behind it, or did you just think it was cool?
That okay. So it's probably a little bit hard to explain. So you know how in December like things start to like close up and freeze on the outside and then therefore get frozen on the inside too, and they're like all
Yeah.
bundled up and like closed off. That is pretty much how I am most of the time. Like I don't really talk to a lot of people unless like I see how they are and then I'm like okay, okay, because it's just the best way to explain it is just I'm pretty much frozen like December and closed off. So that's like probably the easiest way to explain it. Because like for me, a lot of things tend to always happen in December, and so it's just kind of like my way of taking back that month, considering all like the bad things that have happened during that month.
Hmm. And conveniently, it's the month December. And yeah, it
Heck
does.
yeah, it is my month. It is all my month, guys.
Well, yeah, it does get quite cold. I lived in Seattle and I've been to Sweden. I lived in Seattle for most of my life, actually. And it got quite cold there every once in a while. It starts snowing and it would get like freezing, freezing cold.
Well, ironically, I'm originally from Florida, where we don't get snow and we get like 1 week of cold in the winter and that's like it. And it's usually around January actually. And then I moved and then I started spending my winters in Chicago where they get, -35 with wind chill in the winters. And then I moved to Korea, which actually gets all four seasons. And I was like, oh, okay, I actually need pants, guys. Can't wear shorts here during the winter.
Yeah. No, I my grandfather, he's fine with the cold, and my mom always says that I'm just like him because I never get cold, I never get warm. I'm kind of like thermo thing. I don't remember what the word is, but yeah, I've always been quite not cold, I guess, because that
Like I
works.
personally like love the cold. Like cold is my season, winter is my season. I hate heat, which is ironic since I'm from Florida. But like I guess because I've never actually like lived in like cold winter, it was just kind of like, "Oh, this is different. This is definitely different."
Yeah, yeah, I don't like feeling sweaty at all. I don't like that feeling. It's not. And it's also ironic for me because I come from Italy, which is usually very warm around spring and summer. But I always have had a little bit of a cold spot. For the third question, we have what do you do as media for management team?
I am the art manager in Mediating. I am in charge of all the artists. I do like me and the three artists I have right now. We do all of the artwork for that you see on the breaking news, that you see on the YouTube videos, that you see on the socials that goes up. Um, and like with a couple projects that are going to be upcoming, you'll be seeing us on like a lot of different platforms besides our current socials. So I'm pretty excited when those come out. Um, and so like anytime like any game group needs art for their posts or anything that they have going on, they contact me and either I or one of my artists do it. And we like to make things bright and you know show what we are talking about to everyone.
That's nice. Yeah, I feel like art is a good way to resemble like what the video is about or what a certain paragraph of information is about. Art can show a lot of things. It can show moods, it can show meaning, it can show many things, and that's why it's so important.
Well, the big thing is art can show so many things without you actually having to say anything. And like I've been doing art, for a very long time. And so it's the easiest and best way I've found to show something instead of having to say it and like try and figure out words to explain, what you're thinking, how you're feeling. And it's like the easiest way to show like what our news posts are about, what our socials posts are about, to show like what's going on. It's like the easiest and like best way as like I found.
Yeah. All right, moving on. Would you say it's difficult being a manager?
Um, I mean, there are pros and cons to being a manager, I guess. Because, like, yeah, you're a manager, you kind of have a little bit more access. You have a little, you're, not just an O, you're not just like a regular O admin. But the biggest issue you come into is you're in charge of people. And like you don't want to seem like you're like some bossy asshole that like does nothing but you have to do this, you have to do this. And it's like that's why like anytime I request any of my artists to do anything, I'm always make sure to like, okay, do you have anything going on when this is due? Just let me know. Like, can you like just give me a heads up? Because I'm very big on working with people's deadline, like what they have got going on. People have real life, people have jobs, people have school, people have family that exists. Like, and so I guess that's the biggest thing about being a manager is you're in charge of people, and you have to remember that they are people. They are not just machines that pump out the artwork you need or pump out the writing or pump out anything. They're not the ones that host events. Like, they're people. You have to remember they have emotions, they have feelings, they have things that they got going on. And that's always been like the biggest thing I've made sure to keep in like track of is like I always want to like check in on my like how everyone's doing. If anyone's got anything stressful, I'll give them less projects to do. If anyone's got like exams, let me know. I won't assign you anything during that time because I don't like real life comes first. Like that is the biggest thing. Real life comes first. And as a manager, that is the biggest thing you have to keep in your mind is that everyone's real life comes first before what you assign them.
Yeah, I mean, power can corrupt, and having a little more, uh, having a little more of a different positioning from other people. You could think that you're the boss, or you can think that they're people and they're just like you. And
Well, and like
that's a good thing.
but there's also like because people see like I'm a manager, people are also like kind of hesitant to talk to us that if if they see that we're leadership, people are kind of hesitant to talk to us initially. they're afraid to like interact. Like if we're in like, GTA and RP, or if we're in like CS, or if we're in Minecraft, they're kind of hesitant to talk to us. And it's like, guys, I might be a manager, but I promise I'm pretty chill. I might be, a bit of an asshole sometimes, but I'm not like gonna immediately demand you not speak to me because I'm a manager. Like, nah, guys, like, and like, that's why I guess that's one thing I like about, GTA, because like you're in a role play, and so people don't see your rank, and it's not like in your face that, oh, that's a manager that I'm talking to. And so it's just kind of like same thing with Destiny. Destiny is like, because there's no dedicated servers, but we're a pretty chill group of people in Destiny, guys. um it's nice because like people feel free to interact with you. They feel free to talk to you. They feel free to like, hey, do you want to play? Hey, do you want to come to this event? And I think people also forget that we're people, and they just see the manager tag, and it kind of makes you sad because they're like, oh, that's a manager. I'm scared to talk to them. Like, oh, I might get banned. And I'm like, I honestly don't really like banning unless, there's a pretty good reason. It's like, we gotta be chill, guys. Just be chill.
Yep. I mean, to be fair, yeah, I've always been a little shaken up by seeing people who can, just ban me on the spot. But after a while, after I settled in a little bit, I realized, well, you see, they're just people. I can talk to them, I can hang out, I can play. We may be at a different point of rank, but we're just the same type of person. We're humans.
It's like, even though I have the Legends Best Friend tag on TeamSpeak, guys, I promise you can talk to me and message me. I don't bite.
Yeah. All right. Well, let's move on a little bit to our fifth question. What other hobbies do you have aside from BGO? That's a little bit.
Well, I work full time. I work full time while in Korea. I actually teach English. And then when I get home, I tend to play a lot of, Destiny or League or Dead by Daylight, because those are like my three main games. um, I am a cat mom to an asshole named Brownie, who does not like to share anything, even though it's not hers. And she also doesn't like toes.
Cats are independent.
Yeah, except when she wants food, and then she bites me because she's hungry. Even though she has a bowl full of food, she still bites. I mean, honestly, I don't really like do a lot right now because of the virus. So like, I kind of like mostly just like go to work and come home. Beforehand, I did it like I would do like, because in Korea we have what's called a PC bang, and it's like an entire cafe that's set up with gaming PCs. And so like my friends and I, we used to go there, but like right now we kind of can't because of the virus. If I was back home, I would probably be spending most of my time in like bookstores, because I'm very big on words and reading and writing. Honestly,
Yeah.
I'm pretty big book nerd, and in which I have 6 bookcases at home, and I've run out of bookcase space. So books are a pretty big thing for me.
Yeah. I mean, reading is nice. It's relaxing to do. If you're ever feeling tired or you just need a little bit of a read up, then just pick up a book, open it, and you got a nice story to read. What is your favorite game as of now, or what game are you currently enjoying the most?
Normally I would say League of Legends, but right now I'm just kind of like burnt out from playing it because the season just ended, and like end season you're doing nothing but grind, and it's like, oh my Jesus, I need a break from this game. So right now I'm like pretty much like, it's Destiny 2 or Dead by Daylight. Those are like my 2 main games right now. And if you guys haven't joined the Destiny 2 clan, please go do that. Try it. It's a pretty fun game. It's pretty chill.
Yeah.
And you get to shoot things, so there's nothing wrong with shooting things.
Yeah.
But yeah, those are definitely like my two games right now, plus League. But right now I'm taking a break from it, a little
Yeah.
burnt out.
A long while ago, I was really into Destiny, although in the first Destiny, just the plain Destiny, at the beginning, I could not go up that flight of stairs. I was too scared of a jump scare. What, that all rhymed. That was kind of weird. But I honestly did not want to get jump scared. And then I watched a video, and there was no jump scare. There wasn't even an enemy. And I felt so embarrassed. I didn't play that game for a year, and I spent $30 on it.
Honestly, I never actually played the first Destiny because like I've never had a console. Like I've never been a console gamer. I'm big PC. And so like I've owned Destiny 2 since it came out. I have owned it. I did not touch it until March of this year. Like I was so scared to play it by myself. And then I was going through like the Cosmodrome tutorial in the beginning, and I was like terrified something was like gonna jump out at me. So it took me like 30 minutes to do the entire thing because I was so terrified. And like that is the reason why I will not play Phasmophobia right now. Um a lot of things scare me. I have started playing Outlast, and it took me 4 hours to get through the first chapter. And normally the whole game takes about 2 hours. But as you can, mind you, I also started Outlast like 4 months ago, and I still haven't finished it because scary things and I do not work well together.
Yeah.
Which is ironic that I play like a lot of Dead by Daylight, and it's like, oh, wait, there's jump scares in that too.
Yeah. I've recently been streaming, just playing some Subnautica, and oh my god, I just kept on screaming at everything. I'm so scared of, horror games. I don't like being afraid. I don't like that feeling.
I don't like
So,
horror games. I don't like horror movies. Like, I'm sorry, but I will happily admit that I am terrified of anything scary. I am a-okay saying that because I scream in Dead by Daylight, and it's literally just jump scares, and I have 800 hours in the game, and it still scares me. I still scream. I have, 300 hours in Dying Light, which is literally about zombies, and I still scream in the game, and I still run away from things. And it's like, no, I am a-okay saying I get scared easily.
alright, yeah. No, I'm quite the scaredy cat. Moving on to our seventh question today. If you could go anywhere in the world, where would it be and why?
Ironically, I've already gotten to one of the places I wanted to go to. I moved to Korea last year, and that was always like one of the biggest places I wanted to go see. I guess where I want to go now is like the United Kingdom area, like England, Wales,
Yeah, I
Ireland,
moved to the
Scotland.
UK. I moved to the
See,
UK
like
from America a
my
while ago.
family like comes from that area, like my mom and my dad's side, and so it's just like I kind of
Same.
like want to see it. Now that like I've been to like Korea, one of the places where I wanted to go, and like I literally moved, across the world, and that alone was terrifying. And I'm like, okay, maybe let's this time let's just travel to there and come back home, not literally pack up everything and move. Because when I came to Korea, I was packing the morning of my flight because I didn't know what I needed to take and what I didn't need to take. And I was terrified. Oh, maybe I'll need this. Oh, I definitely won't need that. Oh, maybe I will. And it's like, oh, packing when I moved to Korea was so bad.
Yeah.
But while I'm here, I definitely like want to go, go see Japan. I want to see if I can go down to Australia because I have a lot of friends down there. And I guess like I wouldn't mind seeing, Shanghai, Beijing, and China. Going down to see Thailand. But like right now, traveling is like non-existent.
Yeah.
So because if I come back to Korea, I have to do a 2-week quarantine, and I don't have a 2-week break from my school for my work. So it's like, oh yeah, I kind of can't do that right now.
Yep. I mean, when I moved over from Seattle to the UK, it was kind of like it was kind of the same. We packed one day before, and we were just like, "What do we bring? I know we're gonna bring a computer, but what else?" It's kind of like we had so many things in such a cramped house that we kind of had to find out like, what are we bringing? Oh God. But it worked out. We got packed in a day. We
It's
moved
always
over.
good when like things work out. Like when I got here and unpacked everything, I was like, "Oh, I didn't actually forget anything. Holy crap, I didn't forget anything."
Yeah. Ah, all right. Well, to the eighth question, I guess. Where would you go if you didn't join EdgeGamers? Would you try joining another community or pursue something else?
Um, I mean, I probably wouldn't have joined another community because like I was kind of I wasn't trying to join PG when I logged onto those servers, and then I got kind of coerced to join, and then the merger happened, and I just like I rejoined, and it's like I don't think I would be a part of like any other community because like I don't know, there's a lot of the communities I know of like they're pretty chill. Like I'm friends with a bunch of people in other communities, but like I don't think I would have any like motivation to join other any other community because EGO, like the way we are with each, like the way people are with each other, like everyone's just kind of chill. Everyone's like, "Oh, do you want to play this game? Do you want to play this game?" And it doesn't have to be like one of our games to for us to like just chill with each other, just have fun. And I think that's like the biggest thing that works with us is that we can be doing anything. We can even just be sitting, in a TeamSpeak room and just talking, and we're fine. And I think like that's the biggest thing with EGO is that we have that sort of camaraderie where it's like, okay, okay, I don't mind talking to you. Let's play a game together. Let's see if we can be friends. Let's see if we can chill. And it works that way. And like that's just the big thing with Edge Gamers is like we all chill.
Yeah. I mean, I joined EdgeGamers just as a member, just to have a nice time, just hanging out with friends. Just I would play on CS:GO, and recently the new operation came out, and me and a couple friends just grinded it all night, and then I had to go to sleep at 3 a.m.
I actually originally started on Jailbreak back in PG, and like it was always kind of like where I was every day. As soon as I finished whatever I was doing, I was on Jailbreak. Like it did not matter if I had other things to do. Nope, I was on Jailbreak. And then like when the merger happened, it was like, oh, there's a Minecraft server and there's a GTA server, and I have all these things I gotta check out. And I was like, oh, I have all these choices now. So now like I kind of vibe on either the Minecraft server or the GTA server right now, but most of the time Destiny. So hang out with our clan guys. We're not
Yeah.
all assholes. Power may sometimes be one, but I promise I'm not.
Can't wait till Power sees this. I'm joking.
But see, Power loves me, so it's okay because I coerce him to do events, and then we like chill with our events, so it's all good.
Yeah.
Not only that, but my game of choice was totally Destiny, so it's all good.
All right. Well, I guess that about concludes it. It was a nice interview, I'd say. We got a lot talked about, and it kind of felt like, it just went by swimmingly.
I mean, it went by pretty chill.
Yeah.
We vibed. We were chill.
I mean, that's what Edge Gamers is about, right? It's just the vibe. It's just the feeling that you feel.
Literally what Edge Gamers is all about.
All right. Well, I guess later then.
Hey, have a good time, everyone.